Go to your page this time.
Okay. Hey, Facebook family and friends. We are so sorry we are late. We are having technical difficulties, but we are on.
This is crazy.
Um, Again, we are sorry that we are late, but we are on now. We are getting. I'm gonna put it in, send out a blast right now on my Facebook page that we are on now.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Technical difficulties tonight, man. Just bear with us. It's just crazy. But we still gonna have a good time. We got a great subject. So
I'm just trying to get everybody because I know everybody was trying to tune in and we were running a little behind because of the tech issues. But we are now on. We are now live. I'm just trying to tag some people. Okay. Okay, I tagged some people. Again, I'm T Hatchett, and
y'all know what's up when we rolling up.
And we are sorry that we are late. We are having a lot of tech difficulties. We couldn't get into the new studio because of the tech issues, and we're using a different equipment trying to get in, but we are here. Thank God. I hope that everybody can see us and hear us. Um, I see that there's one person on, so if you are having problems seeing or hearing us, please let me know. But we are definitely here and we are definitely on. Trying to see if other people come on.
Mom reacted to it. Hey, Mom, if you there. Uh, Come on in. Come on in. All right, Mom said I see and hear y'all.
Okay,
all right.
great.
Come on in. Come on
Hey,
in.
Ma. Yeah, we had some issues tonight getting on. But we are here. We persevering. We are on.
I don't know what was going on this evening.
I still don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the subject because this subject is hot tonight. So maybe the enemy didn't want us talking about this subject. I don't know what it was, but we were having problems getting on, but we are here and we persevere. So let's just start.
I don't have nothing to say.
You don't have nothing to say, baby? Oh,
Not right now.
why? Because you saw a picture of me on.
Uh,
Okay, here we go. The brat. It's mountain. Okay, so let's do our shameless plugs. Um, what's my shameless plug? I am still looking for anybody who is interested in helping the less fortunate. We have food. I am want to do food boxes. Um, I don't have transportation to get it there, but maybe we can work out something where it can be picked up or even shipped or whatever. So look me up. Let's see what we can do about that. Um, my book, The Power of God, is still for sale. I did an interview a couple of weeks ago. Hey, Tania. Yeah, please call me like around 10 tonight if you are available, or tomorrow, so we can talk about it. Um, the website is updated, and I'm putting it. Oh, I'm supposed to be using my phone, ain't I, baby? I'm gonna use it now. I think that is that come untapped talent records.com. Yeah. Okay, so that's the website. I'm supposed to be using my phone so I won't have to bend over. My husband told me to do that. And I was insubordinate. I didn't listen. But I am going on. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn my phone down. Okay, first I gotta turn my phone down. Baby, what you got going on?
A whole bunch of nothing.
Oh, boy.
Bilal, what's up, brother?
Hi, Bilal.
DJ Bilal.
Did you listen to yourself tonight? I had to give you a compliment. I told my husband, and he probably didn't tell you, but I told my husband the other day, I was like, you and Mustafa, I got a new love. You and Mustafa getting pushed out because he is on it. He sends his stuff ahead of the time. We get it in. I don't have no problems. His stuff is, he sends me new stuff. And so I know my husband didn't tell you, but I want to give you flowers for that. I really appreciate you. You make my job so easy, unlike other DJs that will remain nameless. Hi, Mr. Whispers.
Whispers, what's up, bro?
But I just wanted to say thank you, DJ Bilal, for making my job so easy.
Whatever.
So what you got going on, baby?
Got much of nothing right now. I'm still just working on what I'm working on. I'm working on these tingles, and um, I don't know how many of y'all may have a TikTok account, but if you do, DJ Get Loose on TikTok. I'm trying to get 1,000 followers. Once I get 1,000 followers, I could go live. So if you do have a TikTok account, follow me on TikTok. So, because I have an idea to do my Toe Tap Tuesdays on TikTok. And that would be super dope if I could get back into my Toe Tap Tuesdays. Y'all know what's up. Well, same stuff, man. I just, I got the single out with my man Don Rich. That's doing pretty good. Hey, sister Maureen, what's happening,
Hey,
baby?
sis.
I got the single out with my man Don Rich.
Hi, Eunice.
I'm doing some stuff with Vertical Jones. Um, doing stuff with Ill City, Dot Bundini, and the big homie Stomp. I got some stuff coming out with them.
Yeah.
Working with my man. I will soon be working with my man Darren Deek. He should be tuning in tonight.
Oh yeah, and if you're in Darren,
Somebody tag Darren Deacon.
I think I did. Is his name Darren Deacon?
Yeah, but we call him Darren Deek for sure.
Is that what his name is on Facebook?
On Facebook, yes.
Okay, let me see if I, because
Ooh. Excuse me, y'all.
he is. He is up and on the website. I have worked diligently to get the website up and running. So it is up and running and ready for y'all to go on and see what we're doing. And so if we forget something or everything, Darren Edward, is that him?
Yep.
Oh, I already sent him. I already tagged him. So if y'all want to know what we're doing, go to the website because I have worked hard to keep it up to date.
Jack Tony.
I tagged Tony.
Val.
Yeah, I did. So we're gonna get to the subject, and I hope that my cousin Tony is on.
Oh, cousin Steve said he's driving but listening. All right.
Okay, great. So, baby, you want to introduce the subject?
Nope.
You know what? I can't with you. Okay, so the subject today is cause and effect of social media in relationships. And this came about, my cousin gave me permission to say, he helped us come up with this subject because he called us on an issue, or we were talking about an issue. So I'm going to give a scenario, and I want everybody, the fam, to give a response to this scenario. So here's the scenario. So your mate, your significant other, y'all are going to good, everything is going well, and y'all are not really social media people. Y'all don't put too many pictures up of each other on social media or of y'all together on social media, but your significant other does this theme, hug it out. And in this theme, your significant other put different posts of people hugging it out. And she herself has 3 posts pictures up there. She has one of you and her hugging it out. She has one of a family member or him, her or him, one of the family members that she's hugging it out with. And then she has a picture of, or he has a picture of the opposite sex, and they're hugging it out. It's somebody that she knew in college or he knew in college. Would you get upset that they put a picture of the hugging on the opposite sex up on social media, and nobody knew this person or knew who this person was? It's just a picture of your mate and the opposite sex hugged up together. Would that upset you? Mom is saying question, question, question. You don't understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Use us as an example.
Yeah.
All right. There's a theme called Hug It Out. And I took a picture and put on Facebook a picture of me and, let's say, Londi.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and a young lady that I've known for maybe 25 years. And the picture with me and Londi, I'm hugging Londi, she's hugging me. And then the picture with the other young lady that I've known, she's hugging me, I'm hugging her. Would Terry get upset? Terry, would you get upset?
No, because I don't care.
Well, you
Eunice said, great question, but so long ago, I would hope my mate will not be insecure. Can't say the same for me. So, Eunice, let me ask you, would you be upset if your mate did that? Would you feel some kind of way? They put up a picture of you and them hugging, but they also put up a picture of somebody else that they knew before.
I think
an old picture.
I just want to say, first of all, to me,
Hey, cuz Pebbles.
Pebbles, hey, cuz, what's up? I just want to say, I think people take social media too
Seriously,
too serious and too strong. First of all, I think that if you have a relationship and your relationship is solid enough, I don't think that any social platform should be able to break what you have, especially if you know your significant other, your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. I just don't think that, if you let social media destroy what you have, then, that's giving into it. That's giving power to social media.
There's something that shouldn't have power.
That's right. That definitely shouldn't have power over your relationship like that. Enough power to break y'all up. That's not cool. Okay, so we got some.
Okay, so so Maureen said it depends if my mate discussed it with me beforehand. Let me know.
Great answer.
Yeah, but they didn't. They just put the
They
picture.
just put it up. They didn't discuss it with you.
Mr. Whisper said, if the hug is clean, it's no pressure. Insecurities will cause problems. Eunice said, if it's an old pitch, nah. Pebbles said, yes, they do. That means social media.
Yeah.
Tania said, you said someone they knew for a long time. More than likely, I know them also. My husband can hug her because I know it's a hug. No, they didn't know the other person. It was just an old picture she had way when she was in college, or he was in college. And they didn't know, the significant other didn't know the person. They just know that 3 pictures were put up on with her. One was a family member, one was them two, and one was somebody else. And from what I understand, the picture they were hug the person that she knew from long ago. I guess they was hugging and they looked like a couple.
Yeah.
Eunice said, how dangerous is social media? Pebble said, yes, I think you are right. That is right there. Mom said, is the friend drop dead gorgeous? Maureen said, depends on what kind of mate you got too and their intentions. LOL.
Right.
You know what?
Pebbles, what did Pebbles say real quick before you answer?
Pebbles said, well, basically it is a form of respect and you should not let it affect you because you know your mate. Exactly, because that's what I said. Here's my opinion on it. Social media is social media. And
it's the devil.
Nobody should be in the midst of the only thing that should be in between you and your mate is God.
Right.
That's my opinion. And so I don't put too much. We use social media for business, okay, and for bringing families together. Social media does not make or break my relationship, because if you let social media damage your relationship, then there's a problem with your relationship already.
There's already an agenda in your relationship that has not been addressed. So if there's a problem and you're putting stuff up on social media, I just believe, this is my own opinion, I believe that there's a hidden agenda and there's something in your relationship that you needed to address anyway. So that was just an outlet for you to be able to, I don't want to necessarily call it a stab, but that was just an outlet for you to be able to, put something out there, and I just believe that, if it, and then too, it depends on the picture too. I would say that too, but then knowing me, I don't think I would be upset about that. I don't know. I don't know.
Maureen said, I think it is all out of respect, and if you know where your mate is, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't matter. Mr. Whisperer said, if you know the strength of your relationship and the union you have, nothing should be able to break it, and it depends on the status of the relationship. Amen.
Correct.
That's what I said. If you know your relationship, you know who you're dealing with. Why are you letting a picture or anything else, social media or anything on social media, affect your relationship? You know the person you're with.
But sometimes, even though, the person you're with, I'm just playing angel's advocate right now. Even though you know the person that you're with, sometimes, certain things may make you feel some type of way about something. You know what I'm saying? And if it does, then are you not supposed to say anything about it, or are you supposed to fall back from it?
I
I'm just posing the question.
I don't think that you need to fall back from anything, but I think that you should not allow something as frivolous as,
Frivolous.
yes, thank you, honey, as social media to
Dictate what your relationship
dictate
should
you
be.
what your relationship should be. That's a good example of that is what happened to us when we first started out.
Right.
I didn't get upset because some other person, some other female was on there and talking junk, because
when me and Terry
that
first
ain't my
got
business.
when me and Terry first got together, I'll use us as an example. When we first got together, there was still a couple of young ladies, but I wasn't sleeping with them or nothing like that. Whatever the case. But Terry put a post up or something like that, and one of the young ladies that I was involved with, she made like this real crass post. I mean, she put a little crass post,
like he is
like
all
he's
that
with you, but
and he
I
is
remember
no,
when
she didn't even say
something.
he was with me. What she said was like, he is all that because I have that every night, and that's, and she was trying to say that that was her man, and and he was hers. That's what she was trying to say. And so I was just like, all right now, girl, you go, girl. And I left it at that because, listen, I knew what I had with him. I knew who I was to him.
Right.
So, and we had talked about everything. So I even knew about her. So
Right.
what I looked like stooping to her level, having bickering back and forth with her.
It wasn't that deep.
It wasn't that deep to
And
me.
then
It didn't even matter to me. It was like, well, go ahead, girl. You go with your bad self. Okay.
And then too, like one of the things that really draw me closer to my wife was because when Terry showed it to me, because I didn't even see it, it pissed me off. And I was gonna call old girl and say something to her about that, because that was not cool. That was disrespect to me. And Terry said to me, babe, don't ever let somebody take you out your character. She was like, that's not even necessary to address. We know what we have. If she want to say that, that's on her. But she ain't no way around. Me and you are together every day. So if that's what she want to say, that's what she want to say. And that was so prolific to me, because I looked at my wife with a different eye. Like, yo, I'm dealing with a real queen here, a real woman here, because in the past, had that been a girlfriend or something of mine, it would have been a knockdown, drag out argument, fight, stomping, and all of that. I mean, I'd have had to go through it. Like, who was that? Oh my God! And it would have just been terrible. But it kind of shook me out my boots, because I really did not expect that from my wife. Not saying that she's a petty woman, but it really made me look at us being grown and understanding what social media and the damages that it could do, and you know, showing me a sense of respect, so to speak, if y'all understand what I'm saying.
And here's my thing: you can't control people, how
Right.
people react, but you can control your actions, your reaction to it, and you choose your battles. And that wasn't a battle. That wasn't nothing for me to
get all pissed off about.
What?
Yeah.
And it really did not even have anything to do with him. Like I told him, that was on her. That had nothing to do with us. That was on her. She had her insecurity or her pettiness. I didn't have to be petty, stoop to her level because she wanted to be petty. Let her be petty by herself. What's known don't need to be proven.
Amen to that.
So I didn't need to say anything. You go ahead and do you. And God bless you. That's how I feel about it. So
okay, so
well, I got to go all the way back. So Maureen says social media can be messy, but me personally, I don't care because I know my ex wasn't it anyway. Pebble says that's his spirited then. Maureen said lesson learned. Pebble said jealousy. DJ Bilal said I think it what the hood looked like. Um, Maureen said, I wouldn't do it personally. Eunice said, I posted an old picture of me hugging my little brother with whom my mate never met. I would not have posted it if my mate had issues. However, what I will do in the future is to not do that again because he never posts pictures of him and other women. Mom said, respect. Maureen says she was messy and miserable. Exactly. And I don't need to get involved in that.
She really was.
Pebble said awesome self-confidence. Pebble said, I'm glad I did not know about it. LOL.
Okay, cuz it's all right, cuz it's all right.
Maureen said, exactly, my sister. Mom said, me too, to Pebble's comment.
Man, y'all about to beat the chick up right now. What's going on?
Pebble said, when you deal with realness, you get a real woman. When you deal with chicken heads, you get soup.
That's a fact.
And Maureen said, exactly. Pebble said, yes. Maureen said, check. Mr. Whisper said that woman can say what she wants, but he snores in your face every night. Exactly.
Hey, Mr. Whisper.
Exactly.
Hey, yo, bro, like, yo, ain't nobody snoring, son.
Exactly.
Hey, yo, son.
DJ Bilal said, I'm sorry, it's supposed to have said what the hug looked like. Well, okay, so the hug.
You know what? The hug looked like it was it looked like a couple.
Because my husband saw the picture.
Yeah, I saw the picture, and when I saw it, it was kind of jaw-dropping to me, and I asked my wife a question like, whoa, you know, so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so. You know what I mean? And I was just like, wait a minute, like, you know, and then...
Marie said, yes, you do. I hear you from here.
You know, and you do too, little nigga. Ooh, I'm gonna fight you. The picture took me by surprise, and it kind of shook me a little bit. And I was like, wait a minute, that don't look cool. You know, I didn't know if they were still together or not or whatever. But then too, you know, it's really not my place, and that's messy. And I had to check myself, you know. So I spoke to my wife about it, and we talked about it, and I had, you know, I didn't even know that, you know, it was addressed already. So, you know, I just think that if, you know, you got to be mindful of the things that you do on social media. You have to be mindful of it. You know, especially if you know that your mate is testy about certain things or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? I just, social media should be used just for what it is, social. Or we only use it for promotion and our family. Business and our family. That's it. I don't get on there to do a whole bunch of jaw jacking and getting in people's business and conversations and all of that type of stuff. That's just not, you know, that's just not. But I just feel like if you're strong in your relationship and you're strong in your spot, man, I don't think that
you are not gonna get
that shouldn't bother you.
You never did mind about the little things. That's what I'm saying. But you know, when the situation came to me, I said it was ridiculous, and this is why I said that, because yes, there was some, like, one of the comments was, you know, well, you know, my peeps are seeing this, you know, look, even your husband questioned it. But here's my thing. Once I said, you know, I don't know, maybe that's a friend. I don't know, but, you know, whatever. It's okay. Yeah, they're still together. It's like he left it alone. And when it came back up, when the person brought it back up, it was like, listen, don't you know who your mate is? For me, I know who my mate is. Yes, you're learning and you're getting to know people who are engaged, or even us being married. We learn about each other every day more and more. However, I know the basis of why I wouldn't have married him. I know who he is. So it don't bother me if I saw something hugged up with him. He with me, just like Mr. Whisper say, he snort in my face every day.
You gotta keep bringing that up.
And if I'm insecure about social media, because we got to realize what social media is. People put too much and give social media too much power.
Mm-hmm.
It is a platform just like watching a movie for your entertainment only.
And you got to understand too, once you put something out there, you can't take it back. I don't care if you put it up and then 2 days later you take the post down. It's already there. It's already, it's already in the atmosphere, and you don't know how many people have seen it or not. But I'm just saying, man, the main thing about that is if you have a problem in your relationship, it shouldn't go outside your house. You shouldn't discuss it with your brothers and sisters, your mother, your friends, or anything. You and your wife or you and your significant other should handle that. Because once you start taking your relationship outside your house, then that gives way for everybody to have something to say, and everybody could point a finger, and then this one is drawn a conclusion, that one is drawn a conclusion, and it gets messy. It just gets messy. So I just believe keep your mess in the crib, keep your relationship in the crib between y'all two, and I think things will go a whole lot better that way.
And nothing should be in between you but God.
Right.
And I think even outside of relationship, people put too much on social media. I'm going to the bathroom. This is how I'm going to the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom now. There is no such thing about stalking these days, because everybody knows your business anyway, because you put everything on social media like an old lady who don't have nobody to talk to. That's how people act with social media. They got to put every little thing that they do on social media. For me, that's ridiculous. You don't have to put everything on that you do on social media. And especially when it comes to relationships. That's none of nobody's business what you do. I don't care how close you are to a person, because you have to look at it this way. Let's say me and my husband get into an argument and I take it to, okay, the closest one to me and probably him is mom. I take it to mom. Well, after we done made up, she's still having in her head what happened when we had the argument. So in order to avoid that, you don't take you deal with it. If I have a problem with him, I take it to the Father, Amen. The one who blessed me with him.
That's it.
That's the only one that I should be taking it to.
God. Okay, go that.
Wait, I gotta
just hang up.
She want me to turn my car. I'm turning it on now. I'm online. I'm turning it on now.
Hit the speaker so you can hear.
I'm on Hatchett Chronicles. What's up?
Yeah, so you guys, man.
Okay, is it a big one? Okay, get it.
I want. Hold on. I see the feed is moving. I can't really read it because I can't see.
Get a smaller. Huh?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay, don't get them. Okay, don't get them. I'm going to turn on my card now. All right. Okay, so, I know. So,
turn the card on first.
Mr. Whisper said, who this woman? Pebble said, yes, so true. Pebble said, Terry, you is grounded. You are grounded and you stand strong. You know where you are rooted from. Mm-hmm. Yep. Amen. Mom said, when you reach a certain maturity, you will regard social media for what it is, public.
Right.
And real grown folks keep their private life private.
Right.
Amen.
Amen.
Tania said, listen, if people can play on a man being a gentleman, holding the door for a woman, or calling them queens, this is my mate all day. So the minute he gives something small like a dap or a hug to whoever, it's red flags. Meanwhile, I'm not moved at all.
Right.
True. Pebble said, you are right. Pebbles, yes, so true. Marine said, well, past experience, my ex and I wasn't friends on Facebook. So one of his family members asked me one day, was him and I still together? And I was like, yeah, why? Then they went on to say, well, he all on Facebook inviting people to his wedding with this female in Riverdale, and he laying in my bed every night. I was dumbfounded.
Mm.
Yeah, but that wasn't social media's fault. That was him.
Yeah.
Tania says social media will have people in their feelings about your mate. They more upset than I am. Exactly.
How about that?
Exactly. That's why you can't lower yourself to people acting
all crazy.
Yeah, on social media. I am now. Y'all, exactly. People put all their business on Facebook like they don't have a life besides on social media. Pebble said, blessings, cousin. Love y'all. I enjoy your show for the first time. I will be back again. Good night. Good night,
Good
cuz.
night,
Love
cuz.
you.
Love you too.
Mom said, I always told my children, if you tell me when you to make up, I will still have the opinion that I formed from what you told me. So it's up to you.
Right.
Right. Antoinette said, now all that bad injury in your head. Exactly.
That's right.
So you shouldn't allow that social media to even put that in your head.
Because once you get it in your head, then that's all you're thinking about, and you're giving that too much power. And at this point, then your relationship is getting no power; it's getting nothing. Now what happened is, you let this platform draw a wedge in between you and the person that you're with. You know what I mean? And like, let's ask ourselves: is that really worth it? Like, is that really worth it? I mean, like I said, if there's a agenda, and there was a problem in the relationship, and somebody's putting stuff like that, dropping little hints and subliminal messages and stuff like that, that's not Facebook. That's the person, and that's their relationship not being where it needs to be. That's not, that's them, right, being secure, but that's a speed bump in their relationship that they need to take care of. You know what I'm saying?
I think, first of all, if you have communication, number one,
then nothing else should matter.
Exactly. You're not worried about what people talking about on because you know what's going on only you know what's going on in your relationship, or should know what's going on in your relationship. So why worry about social media or what people are saying? Because they don't know you. Again, what's known don't need to be proven. Eunice says social media, dating sites, etc., is not the devil. It's our decision regarding how we use them. Thank you, Eunice. That is correct.
Yeah,
that is correct.
You're right.
She's right about that. Marine said, I barely post unless it's inspiring or uplifting, positive enough, even without people adding to it.
Right.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
That's right.
So it basically is like Eunice say, you control what social media is.
Right.
And how you use it.
And you just be mindful of the stuff that you put out. You just be mindful of the posts that you put up. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I just think that, you need to be mindful of what you post anyway on social media, because there's always a backdraft of something. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what it is, somebody's going to always have something negative to say. Somebody's always going to have something positive to say. It's just, you have to pick and choose what you want to put out there, and be mindful of not just you seeing it, or not just, you know what I mean? You thinking of you at the time when you're putting it up, but what about the people that are going to read it? And, people, they look at you in a certain light when you do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? which, we shouldn't care about that, but people do. And, if you're mindful about what you're doing on, so you should be mindful about what you say, period, whether social
That's
media
true.
or not. You can't just be all willy-nilly saying anything to anyone. You know what I mean? You have to be mindful and be respectful about what you say and what you do and how you move. Because, for every action, there's a reaction, and you just have to accept that. That's just the way it is.
Okay, so I have a question. So here's one of my questions. So with the picture, and I already know this answer. Do you think it was wrong? And I asked the fam, do you think it was wrong for the mate to put this picture up? Because even though it was an old picture and it had a theme, do you think they were wrong to put it up?
I feel like if the picture was of your brother or a family member or something like that, cool. But um, you know, to be of someone that you used to date or that you used to hang out with or something like that, it could send a mixed message. You know what I'm
To
saying?
who?
Whomever. I'm just saying, I just believe it could send a mixed message, whether it's, whether you pay attention to it or not, as far as we are concerned, because, we don't have that gap in our relationship. But it could send a mixed message. If you hop on there and you see a picture of, you know, me and somebody else, you may not get rattled about it. You understand what I'm saying? You're not gonna get rattled about it. But
Hey,
if
Rara.
somebody else jumped on and saw a picture of me and somebody else, and they know that we're married, and in that picture, me and that person is really looking hugged up, it will definitely draw a question in somebody's mind, whether good, bad, or indifferent. And that's just the way it is.
Okay, so
What up, Ryan?
my question is, who cares what other people think?
It's not even a point of who cares. What I'm trying to say is that somebody is going to draw an opinion of it because they see it, right?
And
Whether you care about what I'm trying to say is whether you care about their opinion or not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying somebody is going to draw an opinion. It's going to, when they see it, because it just don't look right.
to who doesn't it look right? That's my question. See, that's where I'm trying to, because we're different. Because for me, to who doesn't it look right? If I saw you, if you put up an old picture of one of your old girlfriends and you, and y'all was hugged up, and somebody called me and said, "Oh, you and your husband still together? I saw him hugged up with a girl on Facebook."
Okay, so right now that's okay. Now you'll be like, man, would you go ahead with that?
Exactly.
Right,
It's like,
right. But what I'm saying to you is, you're making it about you. Don't make it about you. It's about that phone call that came through. Is what I'm trying to get you to understand. They saw it and was automatically, let me call Terry and ask him, because this picture's crazy. Automatically, someone is going to draw their own opinion about it.
okay, then let me
Is
say
what
this.
I'm saying.
Let me
Whether
say
you
this.
care about their opinion or not, doesn't that's apples and oranges. That doesn't make that doesn't make
Does keep
it does. Babe, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Somebody
no.
called you and said, I saw a picture with Frank and this girl on social media. What, if y'all going through something or what? Blah, 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 blah. And on your end, you like, man, I ain't, go ahead with that. Why would you even call me with that? I'm secure. I ain't tripping over that. That I don't even know who that is, or that's so and so. I know about that picture or whatever. Automatically, you're fine with that because you're secure in the space that you're in. But what I'm saying to you is that person that called you, when they saw that picture, they drew a conclusion enough to want to call you and ask you about it.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
That's the point I'm making.
Okay, I understand that, and I'm gonna answer that because I gotta go back to because people this feed is going
Yeah,
crazy.
go ahead.
Okay, so Anton said, now all that bad energy in your head. Eunice said, social media, dating sites, etc. is not the devil. Okay, we read that. Where am I? Y'all are uplifting and inspiring. Glad you're my fam. Love you, Marine. She said, exactly, brother. Anton said, can't even like certain things. Well, some people can't. You're right. Rara said, DJ Bilal said, was this sending a message?
What sending a
The
message?
pit that was
It
up.
could have been.
Marie says, somewhat depends on how you take it. Could be after a before and after weight picture.
Right. It could have been any kind of, the situation of where, what the picture was taken at. It could have been at a party. It could have been at a birthday. It could have been at a christening or anything. I'm just saying that, some people, when they see stuff like that, they draw their own opinion ASAP.
Rara said, it's unnecessary energy coming from certain eyes. Just give people less to talk about.
Facts.
Mom said, Terry, I have to go with Frank on this one. Eunice said, it's funny because my little bro girlfriend took the pic and the pic was in my Facebook memories. My mate knows nothing about those folks, so the pic could be skeptical to him. So, super innocent super innocent on my end. Rora said, hey, I'm working hard. LOL. DJ Bilal said yes. Maureen said people are entitled to their own opinion. See, and that's what I'm saying. And I do understand what y'all are saying. But okay, let me give this as an example. Let me tell this a little story. Maybe that
See, you don't care, and that doesn't rattle your feathers. That don't shake your feathers. That type of stuff don't move you. That's why to you it's frivolous. You understand what I'm saying? That's why to you it's like I don't even see why they would care, right? Because that's you, but everybody don't think like you. And
okay.
everybody is not going to look at that and have the same state of mind that you have. Some people are going to look at that and draw a conclusion because some people just like to start crap. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just like that.
Again, that's not social media. That's them. So you shouldn't even be entertained. Okay, let me just use this as an example. Okay, so very quick story. I have a very special friend who's I used to date, but he's a very special. We're like brother and sister now. That's my friend for life. Okay, so my husband knows about him. My husband invited him to his birthday party. He came. My sister, a couple other my friends that was there, they were in my ear, like, who is this? They were looking out because that's what we do as a family. We look out. So my thing was, I appreciate that they were looking out, but what they were saying, and this is what I told them. Look, I appreciate y'all looking out. Y'all know how much my husband means to me and how much I mean to my husband. But what you don't know is, number one, my husband invited him. Number two is what you're saying does not matter. All that matters is how my husband feels. And because my husband invited him, then I'm good. We good. So although I appreciate somebody looking out, because just like you was looking out when you saw that picture and you asked me about it, it's like appreciate the looking out because that's what family and friends do. But not necessary, not needed, because we good over here. And that was the end of that. And so although I understand that you have to be careful what you put on social media, and that's why I say that all your business shouldn't be on social media, but we are negating that both parties knew that there was a theme going on. Hug it out. Both parties knew it. And it's not like only one picture was put up there of that person and the opposite sex hugging. There was also a family member in that person. There was also that person and their mate.
Okay.
So for me, in that particular situation, it's not like they didn't put you up there. And the person was upset because it was like, well, why they don't hardly put our picture up there? Why would you put our picture up there just because you put that picture up there? Because they thought about you. The theme was hug it out.
I get that, but I get that, and that's cool. I get that. That's a theme, but at the same time, you have to be careful what you put up there because, like I said, people will draw a conclusion, and it'll be comments made and all of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, people like mess. Controversy sells. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And controversy is something crazy. So, and people love to be in messy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't actually have to be about the couple.
Mm-hmm.
It could be about, the messy people. You understand what I'm saying? Making comments and stuff like that. Whether you pay attention to them or not, or let it roll off your back or not, that's up to you. But I'm just saying, sometimes people will do things, and if you are not strong enough, you'll give way to some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if you give way to it, then somewhere down the line, you're going to address your mate with that or address your spouse with that, and it's somewhat drawing a wedge in between what you have. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like just be mindful of what you're doing. You just have to be mindful of what you're doing.
And I agree. I agree with you, baby. I just feel and this is my personal feeling. Listen, I'm not going to allow anybody to dictate my actions or dictate. If you want to be messy, you go ahead and be messy. That ain't got nothing with me to do with me. And I'm going to do me all day, every day. I'm going to be me. And so, first of all, I'm not dealing with messy people. And if you want to be messy, you keep your mess over there. Don't bring it over here. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I just, if you're going to be, I got to worry about what I do because of how you going to react. I can't get with that.
Right.
That's
yeah, no, I get that. I get it. But see, then that's when communication in your own relationship should be enough to suffice to where as though you're not worried about that.
Now, Eunice raised a good question. She said, at what point should opinions not matter because you can't please everybody?
Yeah.
Answer that.
Wait a minute, go back.
Okay, so Mom said misery loves company. Eunice said, I'm going from down up. Eunice says social media is a hard tightrope to walk. Eunice says some people are messy as heck. Mm-hmm. Maureen said people are entitled to their own opinion. Mm-hmm. And then we already saw.
Okay, so what was the last question? What did Eunice say?
At what point should opinions not matter because you can't please everyone?
You shouldn't have to worry about pleasing everybody.
And see, I was brought up, maybe I'm like I am because I was brought up, opinions is like a-holes. Right. Everyone has them. Right. And so for me, like I said, what's known don't need to be proven. And I don't worry about what people say. I wasn't brought up to worry about right. what people think of me or what people say about me.
I feel like if you have a substantial relationship with someone, like me and my wife, somebody could put something on Facebook about me or put something on Facebook about her right now, and everybody, may look at it with the wide eye like, oh, snap. If I see it, I'm not tripping because I'm with my wife all the time. She's with me all the time. I'm with her all the time. Even if we ain't sitting up under each other, I know her and she knows me. She knows what I'll go for. She knows what I don't go for. But my thing is at the end of the day, I'm not one for drama. I don't like negative energy and I don't like drama around me. So I try and stay from that. As they say, I try to stay sucker free. So I'm just not, I don't fall into that category of if I see something, I'm coming to you like, oh, yo, you did. Nah, man, I'm good off that. I'm good off that. I'm good off that.
Mom said, if you put it on social media, it can't matter too much, can it?
That's right.
That's Mom. The way I feel,
Mom. Right. That's right. That's right.
Anton said, sometimes y'all just have to agree to disagree.
Right.
Eunice said, and y'all are so cute, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Anton said, can't even always please your mate, to be honest. Well, you know what?
Go ahead.
Here's my thing. I feel like I can if I don't let nobody but God in between us. I know what my lines are. I know who he is, just like he know who I am. So we communicate. And as long as we communicate, number one, as long as we got God, we don't have no problems. Mm-hmm. And so I don't worry. Like I said, I never did mind about this little things. I don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah. Or the BS, because our relationship is bigger than that. Our relationship is much more than that. Besides, I'm the type of person, you'll never see me sweat. Even if he did something in front of me and a whole bunch of people that I didn't like, you wouldn't see me in there hooping and hollering and cursing him out. You wouldn't even know nothing had happened. Now, when we get home,
that's a different story.
Behind closed doors, that's a different story. Right. But I'm not the one to go through all these. Cool lose my cool because
and let someone else have enough power to take you out of your character.
Exactly. I'm not gonna.
Because you do have you are a person. You are individual, and if you allow someone to take you out your character, you're just giving them power, man.
Exactly.
And I just believe that if you don't give them power, then even even those that are maybe taking stabs or whatever, if they see that, dang, that didn't even rattle that person, dang, maybe I need to check myself. You know what I'm saying? Because that can definitely happen too.
And sometimes people will use things.
Right.
If they know that something bothers you, they will use that against you.
Of course they will. Because everybody, everything that glitter ain't gold. Everybody that's with you ain't for you.
Exactly. And if they trying to break you up anyway, or they can't be happy, or they just want to, like Mom said, misery loves company.
Right.
So of course they will use something if you allow it, if you let it.
Yeah.
And that's why I say you can't get too caught up in social media or letting social media
dictate your
relationship. I think my cousin said that there's they say that social media is Tony's on now. Then you say social media is the number one cause of breakups, relationship breakups. If that's the case, I think that's sad. Because that means that the relationship wasn't all that stable in the first place. And that means that people have allowed social media to become that intricate in their life that it can break them up. And that's sad.
Just like I said, there's an agenda that needs to be handled if that is taking place. There's an agenda and a relationship that should have been handled, already before you start subliminally putting messages out and things like that, so yeah.
Okay. Tony said, ask the fellas, would they have a problem with their woman posted a pic of her hugging up with another man? We already discussed that, but you put that out there. So again, can y'all answer that question to be clear?
Any
fellas, would you have a problem with your woman posting a pic of her hugged up with another man, no matter who the man was and how old the picture was?
I guess it would depend.
Would you have a picture if you saw something that we didn't never talk about? And I would say somebody you didn't know, but there's not too many people that I haven't. I've
seen pictures of you
hugged up with somebody on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Was it? Or it might have been in your phone.
No, it probably was on my phone because you ain't seen no one.
Okay.
Because I don't post pictures like that on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I saw a picture of Memory. Memories.
Was it somebody? Was it another dude, or it could have been Tony? Because me and Tony got a picture on there that looked like we a couple.
Yeah, but it wasn't Tony.
It wasn't a couple. Tony?
It was DA, I think. you. And,
Oh, well,
yeah,
yeah,
but
that's true.
but I know I already knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me,
And I was hooked up on him. He wasn't holding me.
right?
I
But
had my arms around him.
for me, I just think if it's not.
DJ Bilal said, I have to say, it depends on how the hug looks. What if they look like a couple? Antoine
If they
said
look like a couple, that's a
it definitely
problem.
matters when and who the person is. Antoine said it's a respect thing. DJ Bilal said it depends on who the person is. Eunice said at the end of the day, it's all about perception and whether it if we care. It is. It's how it has something to do with your relationship and how you are in your relationship. Like for instance, for me and him, for me and my husband, we don't care. But some other couple, maybe they might care. Maybe, but see, again, let me just say, in your relationship is your relationship. So what did you talk about in the beginning of your relationship? What rules were set in place? Like for instance, maybe we might have set in place that don't let me see a picture of you and another person because that's going to bother me. In that case, we wouldn't have did like here's a good one. My ex-husband my second ex-husband didn't want men in the house when he wasn't home. No men, family or otherwise. He just did not want no man coming to the house while he wasn't there. Now, I didn't agree with that, but I respected that because that was my husband. So that was something he said to me before we got married. So I respected that and I went with that. So that means that it's according to what you have. What is the communication between you and your mate? What I don't want to say rules, but what have y'all set down?
It's not rules. It's the communication that.
Yeah, what have y'all set down? What have y'all agreed on?
What y'all talked about, and what you agreed on, and what was not agreed on. But communication. At the end of the day, communication is the key. And even if per se, it does bother you or something like that, I just think that conversation needs to be had, and it should be spoke about in a calm manner. You know what I'm saying? You just, hey, look, I didn't appreciate that, and blah 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 blah, whatever, and ride out. But if I just don't think that it will bother me that much because I know. I guess because I know all your friends. I guess maybe. I don't know. I'm just different. I'm different. I don't.
No, because what it is because we are different and because we did have the conversation about everything. So we know what would break us and what wouldn't. And there's not too many things because we even have grown because some things we said we would put up with. Now we're saying that wouldn't break us up. So it definitely depends on the relationship.
And see, the relationship has to grow. And there are some questions that might be asked 17 times in a relationship. And, you have to take into consideration the time frame of that question and, the last time it was brought up. Because, you could have asked me a question last year on Christmas. And this year you could ask me the same question.
And it's not the
same answer because we've been together, we've been doing different things in that year's time. So this Christmas, I may not feel the same way that I felt last Christmas about that same exact thing. You know what I mean? So, that's another thing that you have to give way to. You learning each other every day. You're learning more about each other every day, and, you have to still keep in mind, what brought y'all together in the first place. What was, those moments where it was bubbly and, It was a joy to meet you and a joy to talk with you and a joy to have conversations and all of those things. Those are the things, that you need to remember if you feel like, there's something drawing a wedge in between your relationship, because, at the end of the day, those things are the things that matter. Those things are the things that brought you together in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And then, too, to put it in your mind that, hey, listen, man, this means more to me than anything. And I'm going to fight tooth and nail before I let someone disrupt what I have. You know, I'm going to fight crazy. I'm going to go down swinging before I let someone destroy what I have. And I'm just not going to let that happen. So, again, just be mindful of the things that you say and do. And if you are mindful of the things that you say and do, I believe that there shouldn't be a problem.
And then here's another thing: the transformation of the mind, body,
Right.
and spirit.
Right.
If you make up in your mind that the person you're with, that there is no breaking up. If you're married to them, there is no divorce. And that y'all are working through everything, then a thing like social media will not be a crack in your relationship.
Nah,
because that's a change in your head. That's a change in your mind. That's transforming how you think. And if you have made up your mind, if you know this person is is who you're gonna be with, and that person know you are who they want, you say, listen, there is no breakup.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to work it out. So then when you look at things or when you think about things that has happened that may rub you the wrong way or used to be a big deal, it's not going to be as big of a deal because you're going to be like, well, yeah, they did this and that might have hurt, but, it's not enough to end the relationship
right.
or affect the relationship
Right.
because the relationship ain't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have to work this out one way or another.
So DJ Bilal said what?
He said, I don't think it will bother me because I am a hugger. They call me the church hugger. So I don't think my wife would have a problem.
See, because she understands you and that's your character and that's who you are. You know what I mean? And that's something that she knows. So it's cool. You know what I mean? Because y'all have that communication and y'all have that understanding where she knows that that's all it is. You know what I mean? So kudos to that. But some people don't look at some people don't look at it like that. I you know I don't.
At the end of the day, I don't think you
about
should.
Certain stuff, man.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I don't think you should worry about what people think. At the end of the day, don't let social media be the
demise to your relationship.
Yeah, or even a crack in your, because it's not worth it. Social media is not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Tony said, Bilal, the question is, would you have a problem with it? So, DJ Bilal, Tony wants to know, would you have a problem if your wife posted a picture hugging on somebody else?
Of her hugging someone.
Her hugging somebody else. Would you? And I think he said no, he wouldn't have a problem with it. Let me see. I think that was. I have to say it depends on how the hugs looks. That's what he said at first. And he said, I don't think it would bother me because I am a hugger. So what he's saying that he don't think that he would have a problem with it because he's a hugger.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no, again, it all depends on what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And so for the picture in question, it looked like they was a couple.
Mm-hmm. And again, like I said, you got to be careful of what you put up too, because people, good, bad, and indifferent, are going to draw a conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Whether it means jack to you or not, whether it means diddly to you or not, somebody out there is going to look at it and be like, "Oh snap! Look at that! Oh man, word!" because some people look for mess.
Yeah, and again, like I said, you know,
That shouldn't matter.
well, what I'm saying is that, some people are looking to cause problems, and you shouldn't let them affect you like that.
Right. Of course you shouldn't. Of course not. Of course not. 100% right. 100% right. But I'm just saying too, there are those people they are out there and they do exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they do look for certain things to jump on with both feet. Like, you know what I mean? Man, listen, I say, come on, man. Like, we better than that. Dude, I'm way past that. Like, let's not even, let the negative energy, what I'm saying, build up around me. We're not even gonna do that.
And just another quick question. So if that was the case, would you tell them to take down your picture of you and your mate, or would you tell them to take down the picture of the other person they were hugged up with? Or does it even make a difference? Because remember, in this case, there was also a picture of the person and their mate. Don't that make a difference? Because it wasn't just a picture of somebody else. And the opposite set is also was a picture of the person and the mate. And I think that that's important, because I can see in my head, it's like the person, the mate, was thinking about their mate, because they put a picture of them hugged up with their mate also, and so it was just
cousin, and then a picture of an old friend, old person or whatever.
It was a friend. They
right?
Wasn't
I said old friend.
So in my head, it was like innocent, because I would think of it as innocent, because it was just following the theme, hug it out. So it's not like they just put that one picture up.
Yeah.
They had other pictures up. So for me, it wouldn't be like a big deal, because they had other pictures up.
Well, Al says sometimes the eye play tricks on you, so you
have to shake your head and view it again and ask questions.
Yeah,
that's communication. Amen to that.
Yeah.
Communication. Okay. Oh God, guys, we are over our hour. Eunice says, so should we leave our past in the past to not offend the present?
It depends on the situation.
I think that
I say.
Me too. And I also think that if you have to worry about not offending the other person, then that's causing for a conversation, because why you worried about you we talk about the past all the time. Why it should, you can't, like my husband always say, I can't
do nothing about
what happened in the past. Yeah.
So I'm what happened before we met, there's nothing I could do about that. That time, we can't get that time back. And how would I look like arguing with my wife about some things that she, about something that happened before me? That's none of my business, really. You know what I'm saying? What I'm concerned with is the day we solidified us. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, like whatever happened before me, there's nothing I could do about that, whether I liked it or not, good, bad, or indifferent. There's nothing I could do about it. So what energy do I need to give to that to have it have enough power to make me and my wife argue over something? You understand what I'm saying? Why would I even give that? Why would I give that energy? Because that when I could take that energy and use it for us for something positive. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing is, if you're suppressing, if you feel like you can't say certain things, or like maybe bring up your past because of how your future or your present will feel, that's a problem with communication.
Right.
And that means that that's what's going to cause a crack in a relationship, because you can't say how you feel.
Right. Right.
Or you can't be yourself because you got to worry about offending your present.
Right.
It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
And that also puts up walls because it's like, oh, I can't tell them this, or I can't say this to them because they're gonna get mad. So I'm just gonna hold this inside, and then I'm gonna then oh, if I want to do this, I gotta sneak into it. That is for a whole lot of that's gonna make a whole lot of mess, unnecessary mess.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm free enough to say anything I want to in front of my husband because we talk about everything. So it comes to a point where even if I try to hold something from him, it's like, oh, I want to tell my friend, my best friend. This is my best friend. This is who I talk to. So if your mate is supposed to be your best friend and you can't tell your mate everything, that's a problem. Then your mate is really not your best friend. Yeah. And that is what leads people to going to their best friend or going to a family member because they can't talk to their mate about it.
Yeah, they start to go outside the relationship.
Exactly.
And some people say, you can see better from the outside in some instances. And some instances, what's right here and what we have is all that matters. Because sometimes I feel like, it's just me and my wife. We in a bubble. Sometimes I really feel like we're in a bubble and it's just her and I. And it's my perfect because everything that I aspire, everything that I look for, everything that I ask for, everything that I hope for is in this bubble with me. So why should I come outside of the bubble and, give way to something that's really not for me anyway? And, again, I say this all the time, in a whatever situation it is, if it doesn't add to you, it's not for you. If it doesn't add to you, it's not for you. That's just my belief. If it don't add to you, it ain't for you.
Tony said, totally agreed. So, and then I would say that, if you keep your door locked, you ain't got to worry about nothing coming in. Mm-hmm. If you keep your door unlocked,
you never
there's
know.
a chance things will come in.
Somebody's coming
in.
And
so how do you keep your door locked? Like I said, if you have communication and nothing in between but God, then your door is locked. You ain't got to worry about your mate stepping out for nothing because you are truly fulfilling every need of your mate. Mm-hmm. People always say, oh, my mate is my best friend, but then you can't talk about everything. That's not a best friend. My mate is my best friend, but I didn't tell them this, or I can't do this in front of them. That's not a best friend. A best friend is somebody that don't judge you.
Yeah, transparency is easy.
Yeah, that you can go to anything. You can be yourself in front of. That's a best friend. Mm-hmm. And if you're not satisfying every need of your mate, then your door is unlocked and there's a possibility something's going to come in. But if you are, then don't worry about what's on the other side of the door.
And then too, if you're wondering, if you're fulfilling those things, it's always ask the question. Ask. It's okay to ask. If it means that much to you, if that relationship means that much to you, you'll ask any question. You'll go to any length. You'll go to any mile or whatever you need to do to to maintain that relationship, for that thing to be able to sustain through any kind of turmoil or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? You should be able to maintain through all of that. So, communication is the most important key in a relationship. That's the most important key. Because without communication, you really don't have much. You really don't have much. Because with communication comes trust, loyalty, and all of those other
things. And overstanding.
Right. So if you don't have the communication, I just think that, it's really not, it's not going to be a good situation. It just won't, because there'll be too many things that aren't talked about and aren't brought to the forefront. And then, you wind up really not even knowing the person that you're laying next to. You'll know bits and pieces about them. And, when certain instances occur, you may look at them side eye like, I didn't know you was going to react like that. That's because you never had the communication Y'all never talked about that. It was never brought up. You never, just put it on a platform where you was able to discuss it, between the two of you. So, communication is the key to a relationship, to a marriage, to whatever you want to call it, man. That's the most important thing. And I just feel like, it should be communication should be an open forum to speak on anything that you need to speak on. Anything. It's an open forum because at that point, there'll be no questions asked, and that nobody will be able to tell you something about your mate and vice versa.
That you already don't know.
Right. And nobody will be able to come to her in the grocery store and say, you know what, girl, I see GL. He was at the studio with these dudes and they was, you know what I mean?
And there's a security.
And she ain't going, listen, I don't even want to hear that. Why would you even, don't talk to me about that. I know what my husband is doing. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. Like, that's just, the way our relationship is. And I'm not saying we're perfect because we're not, but she's my perfect. She's my perfect. She's my perfect for me. So, when you find your perfect, you'll do whatever you have to do to maintain it. And with that being said,
we appreciate y'all. We have ran over. This was a good topic.
Yes, it was.
If you have any topics or anything you want to discuss, please inbox us, text us, call us, go to www.untappedtalentrecords.com and send it through the website. Go to YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube, like,
comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Look out for us on Roku.
The Hatchett Chronicles page on
in
YouTube. April,
we'll be on TV, Roku TV. So look out for us for there. Listen to us, the repeat on untappedmusicradio.airtime.pro. We love you guys. We thank you for the support. We need to have a conversation about conversation because conversation is a major part of any relationship.
You're right. Well, that'll be a topic.
Yeah. We'll do conversation maybe next week.
Right.
Good one, Eunice.
I want to say to everybody, happy holidays, man. Stay safe.
Happy. Have a happy
love your loved
Christmas.
ones. Enjoy this time. Every day should be a holiday, and just thank y'all, man, so much for, taking your hour out of your day to spend with us, man. You could be doing anything. You could be anywhere, but you're here with us.
We really appreciate the support.
We
do.
We really do. And prayerfully, some of the things that we talk about will help someone in this Hatchett Chronicle family somewhere, some way, somehow down the line. We'll be able to take from each other and use these things. So.
Yes, tune in tomorrow for an interview with Eunice White. Y'all, don't sleep on us, okay? This fam we got here with AIM, don't sleep on us.
Yeah, it's looking real.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
And Eunice has her show tomorrow. Please support her.
Yes, please come out and check out an interview with.
At 8 p.m. It's on YouTube and on Facebook Live. Eunice White.
And she has a nice guest tomorrow, a jazz musician.
Yes.
And he's a jazz musician and artist, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I want to. I'm definitely going to tap in myself because I want to hear, what the brother's doing and stuff like that. So, tap in, show us some support, even if you don't stay the whole time. Tap in, drop a comment or two, say hey, and with that being said, we love y'all, man. Peace and love. This is the Hatchett Chronicles, and we are out, and we will see y'all
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
With Eunice.
Tomorrow with Eunice, yeah.
And then the next time will be Sunday morning worship with Minister T. Hatchett.
And I don't know if we're going to do a Christmas Hatchett Chronicles or not. I don't know.
We might.
I don't know. We haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out. My wife is a camera whore. So,
whore!
camera whore. So,
Whore.
so I don't know. At any moment she ready to jump on this daggone camera. I ain't tripping. So
It's
I don't know.
because
We'll
we have
see.
to do it for
I don't
the
know.
TV.
We'll see. We'll see. Peace and love, y'all. I love y'all. Hatchett Chronicles, and we out, man.
Peace.
Love y'all.
DJ below. Good night. Be safe, everyone, through these holidays, and happy holiday. Same to ya.
We still live.
Oh, we are? Okay.